So here at the Sanctuary we have over 70 volunteers who are involved in our work. Befriending volunteers, gardening volunteers, volunteer meditation facilitators and holistic therapists. Volunteers are integral to the work of the Sanctuary and really enrich what we do here.
And I come on the volunteer programme here in the Sanctuary on the drop-in meditation. Drop-in meditation is Monday mornings for me, but it's also held on a Wednesday evening. So I do one Monday morning in about every 5 weeks or so.
I have volunteered on Wednesday nights as a leader of the weekly meditation programme. That typically involves maybe leading once every 6 weeks. There's a team of volunteers. And I also volunteer on the CUAN programme, which again, on average, would involve leading a meditation session maybe once a month, once every 6 weeks.
I'm involved with the befriending service. I suppose I work in a hospital where residents are long-term. And I suppose very few get the opportunity to develop local, social connections or maintain friendships. And the befriending service comes in to meet with our residents on a weekly basis and providing them support and companionship for those who are most socially isolated within the hospital.
I attend a rehab care service for people with mental health issues, and we've been attending the mindfulness group sessions, and I also I believe the name has changed, it was Jigsaw, and I attended Reiki and reflexology once or twice here, and it was very good, very beneficial. I like Reiki very much.
With the Sanctuary, I'm part of the befriending service, and this means that once a week we as a group, there's about a pool of varying numbers of us, but once a week we go and visit a house on North Circular Road, and we go to the common area for an hour, and the residents may or may not come in and chat with us. So it's a chat service, if you like.
Well, I help to deliver the Sanctuary CUAN programme as a holistic therapist. So I provide services such as holistic massage, aromatherapy and reflexology to the clients in the programme.
Volunteering in the Sanctuary, I find the Sanctuary is a very simple, there's a simplicity about the Sanctuary, there's an inclusiveness about the Sanctuary and a receptivity about the Sanctuary. And that allows me to respond to those, and I felt very welcomed and very included in the volunteering programme.
I've gained a lot. I suppose there's the joy in helping others, in bringing mindfulness to other people and hearing back the difference that it makes to their lives. I suppose I've also gained just the sense of kind of belonging to a community in working with the Sanctuary. The teams of volunteers would meet maybe on an annual basis formally, but outside of that, we'd meet on the various nights. So there's a lot, there's that sense of belonging. I suppose I'm just reminded of the term, in giving we receive.
I suppose it's very rewarding for the volunteers, I suppose, especially when they're giving of their time and improving one's quality of life. This must make them feel very happy in themselves. I also feel that the volunteers, it gives them the opportunity to develop some social networks through their volunteer work in the befriending service.
I think this place is like escaping from the hustle and bustle of life, that you come in here and there's no pressure, and you can find your own space to do your own thing. And I recommend that people, if they're sceptical about using the service, that they shouldn't be sceptical at all, because certainly it's worth a chance. Like the first time I ever did Reiki, I thought, oh, that'll never work for me. And you'd be very surprised. I think it's going back to natural things. It's like yoga as well. I think people should try it.
I find befriending is a source of constant surprise, in that it always changes. The dynamic changes so quickly, and that every week there's a bit of a surprise, and you find that you have these little nuggets of conversation that are just so beautiful, that appear out of kind of apparent nothingness, and then you go back to the mundane watching of TV, but there's always these little kind of gems, and you never quite know when they're going to happen or where they're going to come from, and it just always keeps you buzzing and ticking while you're there.
The Sanctuary is a beautiful venue in which to work as a therapist, and the CUAN programme offered me the opportunity to participate in a very worthwhile project.
It helps me in my own personal meditation. It also focuses me, because one Monday in the month or in 5 weeks I have to lead, and it makes me concentrate and focus on preparation, because preparation is important, because it's an important hour in the week for the people who attend. So I find that challenging but helpful.
I feel the befriending service makes a real difference to our residents in the hospital by improving their quality of life. I suppose many of the staff in the hospital don't have the time to give to the residents, and as the befriending service is able to come in and give them that contact, that one-on-one contact, and I know it's very much valued by our residents. And I know one of our residents would have reported that the befriending service makes her really happy, that the befriender that visits her gives her, I suppose, makes her feel very special and values her interests, in particular her artwork. And she just likes that they devote time to her and that they listen and that they care. And I suppose the one thing she noted was that she likes that they choose to come in and see her, as opposed to somebody on a professional basis within the hospital who provides that care to her.
It has helped me a lot in terms of my practice, actually, just in terms of being present. Because really, I suppose what I find is it's the same practice, being present for yourself or being present for others. And to be present for others, you have to be present for yourself. And there's a certain stillness that goes with that. And I think that that's where the joy is for me, and I suppose where the nourishment is for me.
I've definitely enjoyed meeting people from the wide variety of backgrounds and cultures that participate in the programme. The satisfaction I've gained from the programme is in helping people through the medium of the therapy I provide, and also the opportunity for me to develop my own skills and practice as a therapist.
We're hugely grateful and thankful to all the volunteers who have helped and supported us over the years, and who have given the gift of their time and their skills to the Sanctuary's work.